Please rise. The επαγγελματική αγωγή mock trial club is now in session.
Good morning. My name is Nicoleta Konstantinidi, and it is my pleasure to represent the state of Canada and to serve as a prosecutor in this very important case. On October 11th, 2000, the defendant in this case, Jamie Clark, caused the death of two people.
So Jamie Clark is accused of the death of two people at the night of October 10th. Jamie refuses any allegation because in the critical time he was not present and instead he was in his father's house. This isn't a joke and we will prove it during the span of the trial. Thank you.
Please raise your right hand. Do promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
I do.
What did you first see when you arrived?
When I arrived, I saw a Ford Explorer up on the sidewalk, surrounded by a small crowd of people. And as I made my way to the vehicle, I noticed a small child and an adult lying some distance away.
I called back and I was informed that my husband and my daughter were dead. Okay.
What was your first thought?
This is not real. Honestly.
So, were you devastated?
Of course I will. Can any words describe how a mother and a wife must feel at that very moment?
What happened between you and Jamie?
Objection. Non-responsive. She can't answer that.
What do you mean? He was the only one in the car.
You said he's the only one saying that. How could you know?
Okay, let me rephrase. Were you...
Yes, I want to say that there's a big
Okay, that's
difference.
enough. You answered the question.
I didn't answer the question.
You just did. You said yes.
No, I said there's a big difference. You didn't let me finish. I said there's a big difference between knowing that your friend has killed someone and knowing. Because most important.
So you said you were close, you were best friends. How come he's your leader?
But yes, he has.
Your best friend hasn't told you. I'm not sure he's really your best friend.
Objection.
Because I love him doesn't mean that I have to be with the wrong side of the law. It just means that I have to tell the truth.
You have contrasting opinions. I should remind you again that you're under oath because you're saying two different things.
So you're saying the exact different thing. Christoph is saying that you have stolen again and again in the past year, and you're saying that you have never seen Jamie steal anything before.
Yes, because he's his best friend since they were really young, and maybe some things that
You
Christopher
said
knows
in
I
the
don't
past
know.
year. Are you listening
Your
to
Honor,
me?
these questions are making me really uncomfortable.
It's her opinion. It's a speculation.
It's not an opinion, it's a possibility. It's going to be a fact.
It is possibility, but
I think it's important for the whole case, so objection overruled. Please
Thank you. So
carry
please
on.
okay, we're talking about possibility. I just want the jury to
Yes,
know.
Questioning me, I'm
yes,
sorry.
remember you're under oath because you have contradicting opinions and we should conclude to something.
Yes.
I just saw three people running away, and I'm sure, I couldn't identify them, but I know that two of them were male and one of them was female. What did you find?
So I found that most of the fingerprints on the interior of the vehicle had been actually wiped clean. However, I did find one full print on the back of the steering wheel, which could actually belong to the person behind the wheel. And this specific fingerprint actually was a perfect match to that of James.
Are you psychic?
No.
Do you believe in the sixth sense?
Objection, relevance, come on.
I have a point. Let me
Okay,
prove
go on.
it. Thank you.
Do you believe in the sixth sense?
No.
Were you flirting with him?
No.
Were you?
Objection, like, What are you doing to my witness? Are you trying to push his sexuality or whatever?
I'm posing questions about his
No, that's
relationship
not about the
with
case.
the other
Judge,
It's not a
please.
discussion. Objection sustained. Move on with your questions.
I'm posing questions about the relationship
She's
of
the
defendant
judge. She
with
told
the
you to
witness.
move on. Just move on.
To a point, yes.
And why did you stay with her? If she annoyed
Objection
you?
relevant.
Yes,
You are
objection
asking about
sustained.
his sexuality, his relationship with Coralie.
I'm asking about the relationship with another witness
Why
that
did you dare
testifying against you.
Judge, I can't.
Has she ever given reason to doubt her loyalty?
Okay, I think I made myself clear. I want him to answer some questions about that night and not about their whole relationship because I don't think this is going.
So. Why you're not as good as friends right now?
As I stated before, when he started dating Coralie, then he got a bit, we just parted, we got our different or separate ways because I didn't want to compete with Coralie, you know.
Were you jealous of her? You actually said that you didn't want to compete with her. Were you jealous of her? In conclusion, we would ask that you find the defendant guilty as charged. In addition, finding the defendant guilty makes him guilty of perjury as well, so we ask you, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, to find the defendant, Mr. James Clark, guilty as charged on all counts. Thank you.
So, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, opposing counsel has accused my client of many things. You see, here's the problem. They don't have a single fact to back up their case. Their claim, I'm sorry. Not one. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to challenge you to find the dispute in the fact of the case I'm going to prove in a minute.
Mr. and Madam Foreperson, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, it is now my duty to give you certain instructions before you begin your deliberations. Please all rise. Have you reached the verdict?
Yes. Speaking on
Have you, and how have you decided?
speaking on behalf of the jury, we find the defendant